Hello, everyone. Today I am going to give you some negotiation tips that are specific for people who have products. And it varies a little bit if you are the one that's having something offered to you, or if you're going to be the one that is making the offer. For example, if you're a store owner and you have someone that's coming to you with a new product, it's different. You're in a different position from someone who is coming for the person that's selling the product, right? So let's say who owns a store and someone's coming and trying to sell you something. So then when someone's trying to sell you something, you're going to be able to ask more questions, right? So from that perspective, the process is pretty similar, but the person that asks the questions has to figure out first if it's a good fit. Like, it's on you to figure out if it's a good fit. So if you're the person that's offering, you have to be selling the idea that this is a good fit. Of course, you sell it when it's true, right? So, and the negotiation process starts by trying to understand the other party and where they're at. And I invite you to do some research beforehand, maybe look online, look at their website, so you can figure out what are they needing right now. The number one mistake people make with sales is to go out there and try to sell to everyone, or just thinking about yourself and going to a meeting and start saying me. This is how I'm doing things. This is why I want this. And it's about both of us. It's about win-win. And I know but that's really what sales is about right now. So you have to come to a meeting with a clear idea of what the benefit is for the other person, and do as much research as you can beforehand. And the person that's being sold to gets to set a little bit more rules, a couple more rules. For example, if you're the person that you're being sold to, you can ask the other party to come to the meeting ready with certain things or certain documents, or to explain to you how this is beneficial for you, A, B, C, D, E. So that's how the roles are different. The person that is buying something or agreeing to something is the one that can set up a couple more rules. And this is the person who has the responsibility of setting up this process and figure out what the steps are going to be. And maybe you want them to send you a presentation with the product first, and maybe a sample, for example, in the case of if you're a store owner, and maybe you want them to show up to the meeting at a certain time, in a certain way, at a certain place, because you're setting the rules, right? And if you're the person with the product, you have the responsibility of beforehand doing some research on the store, for example, and understanding better, like, what are they looking for, how do they work, and what do their clients want in the case of a store, right? Who's their ideal client? Does it match your ideal client? And then when you're at the meeting, you have to really try to understand the other person and figure out if it's a match. And if it is, talk to them in terms of the benefits that they're looking for. For example, if you're at a meeting and you're presenting your product at a store, and you have an organic line of cookies, you want to be able to talk to them and let them know how your organic line of cookies is going to be amazing, and all their clients are going to love it, and how this is a good match. Why is it a good match? And what are the things that you're going to do to be helping them increase their sales? And what are the things you're going to do to support your product at the store? So it's pretty much information and really customizing it to what they want and need. And be willing to negotiate. Maybe you can negotiate pricing, or you can negotiate more support for your product, maybe increasing promotions, etc. But always have in mind how far you'll go with that negotiation, how much of a discount are you willing to give, or what benefits you're offering. So you have to be ready, prepare yourself beforehand, and really, really understand why your product or what you do is a really good fit for that specific spot. So that's what you do when you are selling something, and when you're the one being sold. And maybe you're a store owner, or like I was saying, maybe you are maybe you have a product and you have a distributor that's trying to get you to work for them. Then you have to make that distributor present that information to you and let them know why you're a good fit. And you can also send you certain information, and then after the meeting you can say, I'm not ready to make a decision yet, why don't you send me A, B, C, D. You want to be really informed and be asking for all that information, and always making it win-win, and have it in mind, be ready to negotiate and know how far you want to go. So these are some basic negotiation tips. I will be doing a webinar on negotiation I think in the next 2 weeks, tips on how to overcome objections and how to follow up after a sale. So I will give you more tips then, and thanks so much for watching.